All right, so here we're supposed to find the slope of the line it passes through the two given points, find the standard form of the equation of the line, and then find the slope intercept form of the equation of the line. All right, so first things first, we have to find the slope to be able to do any of this. And slope is just going to be, remember, the change in y, so y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2, or you could do y2 minus y1. And a key thing is we don't know which one of these is point 0.1 and which is point 0.2, so it really doesn't matter here. All right, so for this one, our slope is going to be what? Well, let's say it's going to be 7 minus 3 over a minus 3 minus 2. And so it's going to be 7 minus 3 is going to be a 4. Minus 3 minus 2 is going to be a minus 5. And so that's going to be our slope. All right, let's do the slope for this one here. How about we have m equals, now we'll take 4 minus 4 over 0 minus 1. So 4 minus 4 is 0 over a minus 1, which is just going to be a 0. Okay. So that works. Now we need a standard form of the equation. Well, first off, we basically have to plug it into the point slope formula. And so we're going to say, okay, well, in this case, we have y minus. Now let's use this one because it's smaller numbers. I like to use smaller numbers. So let's say y minus 3 equals, and our slope was a minus 4 over 5 times x minus, in this case, 2. And now we'll distribute, and so we'll have y minus 3 equals a minus 4 over 5, and then that's an x, plus 8 over 5. All right. Now remember, the standard form is going to be something like ax plus by equals c. So we need to take the x to the left and the number to the right here. And we also need to get rid of all the denominators. We want only whole numbers. We don't want fractions. And so probably the way to do this would be, let's go ahead and multiply at this point times 5, because that will get rid of all the fractions and we won't have to do any fraction or anything here. So that'll give us 5y minus 15 equals minus 4x plus 8. Now that's going to be a lot easier to get into the x plus by thing. So now we add 4x over here. So we have 4x plus 5y. We add the 15 over here. And so that's going to be what? 23. And so that's going to be our standard form. So this is kind of A. This is B, and C is just find the slope-intercept form. Well, at this point, we could get the slope-intercept form because that one, we don't want this. And so what we could say, okay, on this side, we're just going to add 3 to this side. So we'll get y equals a minus 4 over 5x. And then we have to add 3. So 3, and with the common denominator of 5 is going to be 15. So that's going to be plus 23 over 5. And so that would be part C. And we can get this by subtracting the 4x here and then dividing by 5. So negative 4 divided by 5 is a negative 4/5 x. And then 23 divided by 5 is the 23 over 5. So it all depends on how you want to work it, is how you can play with these numbers. Now, what about the next one? Okay, well, here, if we use our point slope formula, we'll have, let's use this one. Well, because why? Well, because we know the slope, we know the intercept, and so we have y equals a slope 0 times x, and then that's only thing left over is plus 4, so we get y equals 4. So that is basically our equation of line, and that's basically the standard form as well as the slope-intercept form because there's not going to be any x. If we want to, well, we could say that's 0x plus y equals 4, but that really doesn't help us at all. So really the whole equation is y equals 4. So that's what it's going to be. And what would that mean? Well, that means we're going to have somewhere up here at 4, we're going to have this line that goes across here because it says that 1, 4, which is going to be 1, 4, that's where our point is. And at 0, 4, that's going to be a point. And then at any value of x, we're going to always have y is going to be equal to 4. And so that's kind of what that one is showing there. All right, so let's stop there. We'll come back for some more.